Hello IED students, this is Mr. Kraplin here. Going to take a few moments of your time to kind of walk you through what you have to do today. So this is the home page obviously, and this is, if you're watching this video, this is where you would click to watch it. So you've done that, but let's go to the activity and see what that looks like. So the first thing you want to do is you want to watch this video called the deep dive, and as you watch this video, there's an answer sheet that goes along with it. So again, if you have your own headphones, or you can get headphones from the sub if there's enough to watch this video, but simply click on this video, and this is what it should look like when it pops up. It's a little bit of an older video, but it is a really good video, so make sure you take an opportunity to watch that. And then the answer sheet will look something like this, called the deep dive, and all the questions start on the second page. So just fill in the blanks as you do this assignment, and it should follow in line with the video as you watch it. When you get that done, make sure that you turn that in. After you've done that, you want to make sure that you log into the MyPLTW website, and you're going to go to activity 2.2.2. And so I'll actually activate this right here so that you can just click on this link so that it'll take you right to it. But I'll go to it on my own here. And so activity 2.2.2 for IED. And so that'll be down here. And it's visual analysis. And so we'll scroll down here a little bit. So let's actually go back to here. It says review the visual design elements and visual design principle slides found on this page. And once you're familiar with them, I want you to look at the virtual coffee pot found on the PLTW page. And you can orbit and zoom on that coffee pot in more detail to see what it looks like. And then I want you to use this visual elements and principles of design matrix. So we'll talk about that. So these are the slides that I'd like for you to review. And so this is visual design elements, and you can see that all these dots represent a different slide, and they'll go over all these different elements here. And so go through, read them, understand them. There's no notes to take, but you do want to become familiar with them and understand what they are and how they are represented. It's basically the design that is applied to different things and objects that we work with. So continue to go through those, and then also scroll down and you can see the visual design principles. And again, it's the same kind of format, except for these are principles, not elements. So we'll go over balance, emphasis, contrast, rhythm, proportion, unity, and economy. And so you can cycle through these to become familiar with those as well. Then you will have a design matrix that looks something like this, and the substitute will have a copy for you. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look at this virtual coffee pot, and you're going to try to discover different elements of design and principles of design relating to the coffee pot. So for starters, one thing that you kind of want to pay attention to is the elements of design are only filled in on this top row right here. So you can see use of the design element. So what kind of lines does the coffee pot have? Color, value, shape, form, space, etc. Just in this first row right here. Balance through economy are all principles of design, and so they may incorporate balance with the element of line or the elements of color or value for all these different principles. So you kind of use those together to help you kind of determine how it's being used. So let's go look back at the coffee pot. So this is the coffee pot right here. And so you can actually click on this and you can get a real world view of what this coffee pot looks like. And you can see there's kind of a lot of interesting things going on with it. The other thing that you can use in this website is you can actually use this virtual coffee pot. And so you can scroll around using the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. and you can click and hold the mouse button, the left mouse button, to orbit around the coffee pot so you can see that as well. So again, you can kind of use those tools to help you do this part of the activity. There's really no right or wrong answer. The only way you could do it wrong is if you don't put in enough information. So really try to stretch your brains, try to think of as many different ways as you can apply these principles and elements, and see what you come up with. And you'll start looking for these in other projects that we're going to start working on too. So it's a good idea to really kind of understand this. And we'll talk more about this when I return. All right, happy Friday, and we'll see you on Monday.